that's going to come with that. And we are into this game. Oh, Trent, it feels good. God, you love to see some early mode in Dota for me. For them, it's starting to get towards the afternoon, though.
Yeah, we got a nice little spread here, you know? It's noon for me. It's 8 a.m. for you. It's like dinner time. Okay, well, it's 5. It's dinner time when you have 3 kids. For me, you know?
You outed yourself right there.
Yeah. Getting old, man.
I mean, the other thing too is that, like, because they're, you know, in their all respective location, they're, you know, staying up probably mega late. Maybe not though. You know, some of these Dota players, they're starting to get a little bit old too. They can't. They need to get their shut eye.
That is true. It's. I mean, we got the young guns coming in our next series. You guys show up for the Navi Junior roster. I was going through and I was just like, how much older is there? Like, what age were these guys when Fly started playing Dota from a Navi Junior versus Atlas? There are players who were 3 years old when he started playing pro Dota.
That's so sick. I love that.
And now he is to play them later.
Oh my God. Go to bed, old man.
Wait, how long did he play Han? Does that mean there's a chance some of them weren't born when he was competitive? Oh my God.
I'm sure that's what that means.
Crazy. All right, well, we got old men, we got young guns in this one, and we got some bounty runes to fight for.
That's right. And it looks like, oh, Mira able to sneak that one away. So that's going to be 3 for 1. No chance to come and contest that. Which, you know, fair enough for Tim's. With this, like, Starstruck facet, you don't want to have to take Sacred Arrow if you don't have to. It's pretty nice to be able to instead just, you know, sort of spam trades with the Starstorm.
Every time I have to look at the other facet, the leaping root one, because we've never had it for Mirana.
Yeah.
It's just been the blind since it's come in. The root is just not real. So I guess if you're in your pubs, give it a whirl and report back. You know, let Tims know if the winningest Mirana player should maybe try the other one.
True.
Probably not.
Good to know. Yeah, well, you know, you never know. So keeping an eyes on this one. They are already pulling lanes down bottom. Toronto Tokyo was able to get pretty good positioning on this creep wave, and now it's just going to be Mira grabbing the other wave. Can probably come back in and be a little bit more pressure when they get closer to 2 or 3. But we'll see how that one goes. In mid, Kiyotaka being brought low, but still 5 and 2. He's having an okay time of it, and should get one more CS there. Nope, never mind. Didn't say anything.
Well, I mean, you guys have all watched Kiyotaka for a while now, and I think you know how he likes to play. He likes to risk it for the biscuit, and sometimes it works out really well, and other times it's a disaster. So it's not unusual to see him sitting at, you know, 20 HP, kind of close to when Tiebringer's coming back up, but he, you know, he pushes those limits.
Oh, didn't get level 2. He was 2 experience away. Oh, that is painful right there. Not able to get it in time, and that means that Mirana goes down first blood.
Yeah, hand it over to a Doom, a hero who can already start to snowball a wee bit, and Nightfall just immediately sends out a Bracer. Wants to tank up a little bit against this constant harass. It's a root into the arrow. Tim's wants Revenge up top.
Can they get it? Is it going to be enough? Nightfall. Down that Doom. There's a couple of branches making the difference right now as Jabs just back to doing what he needs to do. Do they have any regen for him, really? Just a tango right now.
Yeah, he's one coming, yeah. But
they have a salve on the Bane for Panto. But I think that he's going to try and save that for himself. They're thinking about going again, trying to find a courier kill. Tims gets it. And now pulling the... spamming out. Very contested lane.
Yeah, that was all off Jabs actually hitting a Gorgon's Grasp. I don't know if I've ever witnessed that, actually. Just raw hitting Gorgon's Grasp, I swear. Level 1, very unusual to see. Probably caught him going for a CS that he really wanted, and that's what set up that arrow.
Right, and now you're also seeing they're going to be able to secure the Lotus for Mira, and then up top they also get one on Tims. A little bit more valuable as they see down bottom, extra damage out, but the Stomp keeps Jackie from getting fully gone on here. But with the Mirana, you've got that extra little bit of the Lotus is working better on you too. So
that is true.
Keep your eyes on that.
Yeah, cannot forget that. 50% more effective is no joke.
Oh.
It's pretty sweet.
Arrow Mid, Kiyotaka in trouble. Kiyotaka going down Panto a little bit too slow with the rotation. That's what we talked about.
Yeah. Yeah, I think, unfortunately, you just have no tools versus the Kunkka, really. You're just going to be constantly whittled down. So I'm sure they were, like, ready for this, but it is always hard to prepare for the idea that you're just going to die as Storm Spirit, because clearly very much a snowballing hero. Let's see, he has no Galvanize to worry about at the moment. Tim's just took a tax here. Thoughts on that? While stacking the hard camp, he arrowed the tomato. Is that legal as the Mirana player?
You build one new hero, one new creep, you take away another. It's addition. Surely. It's all fine. God, Panto is just being a bully there. Forcing Tim's back a bit.
I want to see a walk. Welcome back, Panto. Oh, welcome back. Walking the dog.
Wait a minute. Now, good damage out, and it's because Nightfall has the mana burn creep, and Jabs is going to have a bad time because of that. Mid lane, not able to connect with the arrow, still going on to Kiyotaka. A couple more punches. They're going to TP and clock, and, well, Mira not able to do anything. They also do take away the rune, so it only has one bottle sip on the Storm. This lane's become a lot harder.
How is it that Doom's mana aura creep eating is better than Crystal Maiden, like level 4 at this point?
Yeah.
Like, what are we doing here? That's kind of absurd, is it not?
It's pretty dumb.
All right, Panto up top again. He's got no mana. Jabs?
Well, he does still have a mango. Pops it now. Another mana burn. Chase down. Nightfall on top of Jabs, and they're just leaving him for dead. I mean, this is the price of sending Tim's mid. And Mira, in the meantime, is going to be chased down by Januel. Also has the missile onto him. He should be able to walk some of this off, but still has the creep wave here. Still chasing. Will have no more missile. And I think with the Windlace, I mean, he's going to be able to buy enough space that the cogs will keep him fine.
Yeah, it's funny that you almost always talk about this as a aggressive counter pick. The idea that Clockwork could just like ruin your life as the ET and just kill you over and over again. But there's also the fact that even with the gyro there, ET cannot chase you or do anything. Like you saw him just trying to walk at him with all his bonus damage, and he just gets a couple swings as they're being interrupted by the battery assault. So he gets these giant pulls, which he has consistently been dumping all the way back to Toronto, Tokyo, and not leeching. This is they're really juicing up the Darkseer.
Yeah, and I mean, you kind of need this. He's going to power farm like crazy. They are now bringing Tim's back up top with Armel, trying to get in range for the X, but just level 1 means no chance for a kill for Armel. Yeah, I don't know. I'm unsure. Like, I do think you need to kill this Darkseer because he's going to be a problem later if they can just get free farm the entire way.
Oh, Panto's gone for a risky maneuver here. He was trying to get over here early.
Yeah, I don't know if this one is going to work out too well for him.
Well, I mean, Doom's coming, and, like, they don't have damage.
Jukes back the other direction. Still doing what he can. And Jabs in trouble. Jabs goes down. Panto gets it. They drop the Doom onto the Mirana. Miss on Januel, and now Kiyotaka makes the rotation. The sleep dodge, and Bane survives. Oh, wow. Panto, big plays. Jackie Boys is still there. Armel starts to make the move over as well. And now they get the X pull back into the kill. They did get the shrine for Kiyotaka there. So it ends up being both Wisdoms going the way of Aurora.
Yeah, Panto was like trying to maybe get back up for a play, but I just knew that it wasn't going to happen. So, I mean, again, unfortunate to lose your Storm Spirit, but what a setup here from Panto. The long play. The Bane Gambit, as it were, at this moment. Realizing that as long as they don't hit this arrow, I'm going to be fine. Beautiful dodge on the Gorbin's Grass. Easy. Then Tims throws the arrow. See ya. And then I love the HP just vanishing because she just has no mana thanks to this mana burn creep.
Oh, yeah. That's been so annoying for them to deal with. The Doom, really good answer in general. And yeah, you can see, gets in just in time. Jackie could not manage to come and claim that. It's an interesting window now. I feel like they're in a really good spot on the side of Aurora. particularly because this Darkseer is just like mega stacked up and farmed, and Kiyotaka now also is playing catch up in the jungle. Because he had such a good start on Darkseer, they're leaving some of those stacks for the Storm.
Yeah, it's also one of those rare, like, fantastic Crimson Guard games, which you can already see will be a good item here for the Darkseer.
Zipping on the other side, trying to find Jack, and Armel, he gets the X. X mark, not going to turn into anything X. Instead, turning onto this gyro, trying to find that finish. Will it be enough to get the kill? Kiyotaka, does he have any way to get out of here? No. Well, Zip, never mind. He's fast, he's amazing. Kiyotaka.
There's still an arrow.
Oh, Panto is here to protect him. Kiyotaka actually gets out. Dude, that was so unbelievably ill. I cannot believe that he did that.
What was so nice about that is the foresight to save the mana that whole time. Like, he used the haste rune as much as he could because he wanted to make sure that he had the mana left to zip through the missile. And also, that one tappy to go back for onto Jackie was so risky. But he got his revenge.
Oh, man. That was awesome. I'm sorry I ever doubted you, Kiyotaka. Jesus.
That's true. You were ready to bury him like 20 seconds before. He's dead.
Honestly.
I don't blame you.
All right, Mira. The boat goes out. Tim's does have an arrow, but won't be able to find anything there.
Yeah.
And
they can get top rune, I assume is what they should be doing right now. Because, like, Bane's there. Kiyotaka's here. Storm Spirit, but... Panto's pinging. He's like, bro, I got this for you. Where's my storm? There's a regen. Buddy, please.
Yeah, he's getting it.
I can feel the stress of Panto. He's like, I have set up this regen room. He's like, don't worry, I'll be there. Barely gets there in time for a regen rune that's like game defying at 10 minutes on the Storm Spirit. Whatever, it's fine. I was going to get it. Is he buying bots?
For who?
Kiyotaka.
Yeah. It looks like
no way. He's not going bots first.
I mean, listen, I have no doubts in anything that he chooses to do at this point. This is how I'm feeling. I mean, that play down bottom, and now, honestly, like every time I look at a different hero on Aurora, I'm seeing mass efficiency, really like disgusting setup and potential for kills. Like down bottom here, they absolutely could kill this gyrocopter. Wall dropped, hook shot out, connects. Ion shell, Mira needs to be careful. Okay, they're getting too full of themselves. They can't make it happen.
All right, he's done it. He has bought bots. Am I out of the loop? Because that's pretty crazy.
It's a fast game, I guess. Oh my god, he got arrowed. Oh, but the nightmare save. I guess you don't feel as bad about it now. And actually with the full Fiend script and the Tomb, the hate for jabs. But he's still staying alive for the moment. Does need to dig up a mango, not able to get it, but the Doom wears out and Jabs actually lives. Double ulti and doesn't fall. That is why it does not feel good playing Doom into Medusa. And Kiyotaka tries to get out of there. He gets away the TP because of the bots. Oh my god, the bots.
Okay. So he did Midas into Boots of Travel this morning. And he had an 11-minute Midas and a 15-minute Boots of Travel. In a win this morning versus, that was OG, right? OG Latham. I mean, it makes a lot of sense with Darkseer. I can see it. Because like I get it with the Ion Shell. Like you can like TP into him and make plays and stuff. Seems a little crazy without it, but like the whole idea is just galvanized, right? That would be my thought process, is just I want kills. I want more stacks. I'll get more mana. This is my Bloodstone. But I have not borne witness to this one lately. This is very good.
God, it's pretty hype. I'm a big fan, man. Man, just everywhere that he wants to be on the map, he's going to be able to be. And then the other thing that I feel like it sort of helps to solve is just like that extra movement speed that you're getting. You're a little bit quicker. It's nice. And you can set up with so many people because of the Bane. And now also, like, if you're playing near the Bane, you can afford not to go for a defensive item because the lockdown that they have is like X mark into torrent, nightmare dodge, or whatever. Oh my god, and Armel.
Yeah.
Armel just gets caught. This blade mill is gonna hurt him a little bit, but I don't think it's going to be, well, maybe it will be. The hook shot lands, Armel dropping, Armel dead. They still have Jabs, Tim in the area, and Januel.
It's a little
They're
early
not gonna try for it.
Tormentor time too, so it's like you don't need to like hard commit here as Boom. Just try and hold the tower so that you can defend Tormentor. I would say would be the play. Ooh, they spot Jackie up here, but he's gonna be out of there. No hook shot for 30. Oh, they're gonna contest him at the Wisdom Rune. They can't get there in time though.
Yeah, he's gonna be there a little bit quicker. Maybe they find him on the way out. He spots them. Oh, the pig pull.
Dude, this
Nightmare.
is a crazy play.
They do have boots of travel. Can they get him? Nightfall has mana for Doom now. Drops it at this point. More damage out. Armel makes the rotation over. Try and keep his buddy alive. And it looks like Doom is going to wear off as Mira gets caught. They don't have a follow-up torrent for him. Now drops it. Hook shots to his friend. And now blocks the arrow. Oh, God, the arrow connects. All right, the cogs were a little weird, but it's fine. Mira goes down in the end.
I mean,
that was great.
I guess in Kitaga's defense, they were on cooldown before. He'd like 12 seconds left or something when they were making that play. And then he's now also TP down bottom, it looks like. So he is really zipping around this map right now with these boots of travel. Farming in towards his Kaya. And that was a bit much. But you know what? It forced rotations to the side of Boom, so they still have a 2K lead. And they also have a Doom who's running around with the Radiance, as most of our position 1 Dooms have been opting for. So I think they're pretty happy with the current status of this game.
Armel tries to freehand a bit of a torrent, doesn't manage to connect, but just farms up the wave instead. And down bottom, Aurora is going to go to secure themselves the Tormentor. Well, at the same time, Boom not wanting to come and make that contention happening, they're going to take the mid-tier 1 tower of their own. So putting a little bit more pressure onto the map at this stage. Panto will get stomped. The Nightmare dodge everything.
Okay, that's the most valued Nightmare of all time.
This is why he plays Bane, I guess.
Yeah.
Jeez.
He knows. So we got ourselves the Shard on Clockwork. Very fun one. They'll be jetpacking around now and making the life of Januel even more miserable on that ET. Just gives you way more angles. As he's scoping out the scene here as Jackie comes down. Do they have the damage here, Lyrical? That's what they're questioning right now.
I think they need Darkseer to make it work, and he's up top. Yeah, I mean, definitely not. Yeah, Kiyotaka TP's out, and they're able to get away. It looks like 4 heroes down bottom. Boom, kind of being pulled around this map a little bit. I mean, the plus side is that you do have a Mirana that's like fairly farmed, and like Tim's is one of the more shining spots trying to get into the... He did have mech queued up, but now actually is going back for a pipe instead, it looks like. Or has the full mech completed. Okay.
Oh,
he's going to go for the pipe
done.
mechs.
Okay. I mean, it makes sense. Like, they're both super high value this game. And I believe Toronto Tokyo is still doing the same thing. Yeah, he's getting his pipe too.
I guess also when you have this Medusa playing out of the 3 position, you're probably not going to be buying that many auras on her.
True. Yeah. That's definitely a very annoying part about the heroes is she gets virtually no benefit from the aura or from the barriers.
All right.
Still struggling to get the meteor hammer too. That's one. This is the dark side of the Medusa. We're talking about she's like really annoying. They did a great job shutting her down. The mana burn annihilated her lane.
Oh.
They're gonna finally get Panto.
That was nice. Armel killed the creep wave as Storm was TPing in on it, and that's why that grip didn't work.
Yeah, nicely done.
Ooh.
But this is the dark side of Medusa where she doesn't get meteor hammer and doesn't like force down the tower and doesn't get like super farm. And then you just get this like Atos bot who's running around and isn't farming very well because she has no hammer. So bit of a liability in this game. of a Medusa.
Nice play there. They got scouted on the ward, and then when the rotations came in, it spooked them too quickly, and so they get out.
Yeah, what a ward, by the way. They have
that's cool.
2 sentries, and they have not spotted that ward yet. Very annoying, because we do have a sleep setup.
Got him caught, pulls him in, and Januel dead. Now looking for more. Jack caught. Nightfall there. Getting range, and they do manage to find him. Tries for the TP out, but the vacuum was ready. And they take down the gyrocopter. Suddenly, Aurora starting to come alive here.
Jabs also cancels TP mid, which means Mira wanted to hunt him down. Was hoping he'd go in the tree line for a hook shot as they were wrapping around on the tower, but Medusa will get out, but very likely Aurora can force the tower. Panto, again, still wants more here. Hunting after Armel.
Dude, I mean, there's a lot happening in this game, but one thing I'm definitely noticing is that you've got greedy facets on each of these. Wait, hook shot in, connects onto 2. That's a big follow, but Toronto Tokyo doesn't have anything left in the tank to keep that clockwork alive, so he will drop. But I was noticing there's greedy, the greedy modifier on Syrian Signet for Darkseer. They've got it on Clockwork. Bane has a greedy one also, and then they've got a Doom with a Midas and Bot Storm Spirit. Yeah. Everything about Aurora is just like, we're going crazy in the late game.
Well, also, like, imagine what just happened mid. Like, they just left that tower, and they went to go hit creeps instead, and they tried to, like, greed their way through that tier 1, and they got punished for it. Instead of just, like, actually taking the tower. And part of it is that, like, you can't really advance this game state very easily as Aurora. Like, how do you siege a tier 2 with this lineup? You have to full-on commit, dive the tower with the Storm Spirit, get enough kills that taking the tower is easy, is how you imagine it going down. Probably like a Doom with a BKB and a Blink or something. But they're not really at that point, as they are going to jump on Jackie again. He's out.
Nothing happens. Zips the dodge and gets out. Meanwhile, back in the mid, they find Mira with the Meteor Hammer, dying, dead. And Jabs stands tall in front of him. So instead, it's going to be Boom that are going to try and take the front foot a little bit. And with all of these very greedy items from Aurora, maybe there's a window here for Boom to try and put some pressure on.
Well, if they get the first tier 2, that would be crazy.
This Atos is really good, but the Nightmare into the boat. The follow-up is there, but he's way too hard to kill off on that Darkseer. Wait a minute. Stomp? No, can't do anything else.
Man, Panto's clutch. He's getting a Blink Dagger, too. It doesn't even look like he needs it, honestly. Great position for a lot of these saves. Getting enough damage.
Waved away there that Toronto Tokyo gets to go for the all the barriers and the saves.
But yeah, I think the inability to push easily for Aurora is really hurting them because this is a mega defensive lineup on Boom. This is a very hard lineup to push into. 1 arrow, 1 torrent, 1 sleep, and the fight's really difficult. Nice setup.
Find him. Mira. Oh, the Blink Dagger couldn't get there quickly enough to turn it around. Instead, they got the grip onto the Mirana. Now vacuum back onto 2. Don't have wall, but do have Doom. Big Earth Splitter connects onto both of them. Jabs now pops the ultimate, tries to back away. Aurora finally deciding to stand tall and try and take this fight. They do have another Echo Stomp if they want to use it at this point. The hook shot lands, pushing and catching Jack, but the stomp onto 4 gets them out of trouble. And the gyrocopter living, they try and chase on Kiyotaka, going the wrong direction. Meteor Hammer off the mark for Jabs, but just trying to play his way out of here too. Not an easy bring down. Also has 2 extra mangoes and a 20 stick charge, but they move all the way in, control him, and take down that Medusa into Roche maybe? Or just keep farming, because you know what? We're never going to take an objective in this game.
They can't do objectives. It's impossible. It can't be done. Right back to grabbing Lotuses, farming neutrals. Towers aren't real. Roche isn't real. Tormentor was the only one they were keen on.
Because it gives more money.
That's right. Eventually it gives money. That was a good move by Aurora to immediately jump in there because they actually had to spend so many resources just to kill Mira. Like, they threw all of their disable. Right? There was an X, there was a Torrent, there was an Arrow, and there was a Gorgon's Grasp. And thankfully, the stomp in the Earth Splitter was insane, because otherwise that probably goes even worse from John Dural. He gets 2 massive stomps to help delay out and like drag out that engagement so that they don't lose everyone there. But now he's dead.
Well, it had to happen eventually. They do manage to bring down the ET.
Oh,
Should be noted, the only support that didn't manage to get a greedy modifier there. And Armel, arrow goes out, finds Mira. Now the Nightmare. Push back, get him caught. Armel still looking for the chase down to Panto. Has X back up in a moment, but the blink and the Tumbler's toy gets him a little bit of separation there. And now Boom again wanting to push this tempo a little bit, but already Nightfall cut the creep wave. They don't have creeps to run down mid. It's hard to do anything on Boom when they just keep on having Aurora shoving out these lanes.
This definitely has all the signs of a dragged out game, doesn't it?
Arrow? Nope. BK.
Oh, Nightfall just not messing around.
Quick, TP. Okay. It's never not gonna be said, I think.
I mean, honestly, it's just kind of impressive that he got that so late into the game.
Yeah.
It's not like it was a new idea. I mean, there were 2 heroes that were pretty much only picked in the professional scene to do Rage or Spin TP. But
Yeah.
Nightfall managed to make it his own somehow, despite it being like 15 years into the game's competitive scene.
That's why it's such a good game. Gotta love it, man. Oh. Jump in onto Gyro, the grip, everything. Arrow, Jackie dead. And they can't really take a fight now easily. I mean, he does have a buyback. There's no way you're going to want to do that, though. Earth Splitter out. Now the vacuum connects onto 2. The boat lands, but with all of these barriers, the Crimson out, it's a huge problem. Panto blinks forward, finds Jabs, ends up taking it off immediately. Now caught, trying to TP out. Is the Kunkka not going to happen? Jabs does manage to turn Kiyotaka to stone. They can't really have any extra follow-up damage. All right, Mystic Snake goes out. Arrow, another Nightmare Thought from Panto. Nightfall hits Tim's in the face. Now another vacuum, pulls him in closer. Jabs has 4 heroes around him, but he just doesn't have enough damage to take down the big ones. So they can't kill the Medusa, but Medusa can't do anything to them either.
And no chance to catch them either, thanks to the Enfeeble. The massively reduced cast ranges there. All right, well, another fight win for Aurora, but another instance where they can't quite get it all. You know, they can't quite get the objectives after. They can't quite get the team wipes after, especially with how it started. Like, this didn't look like a fight. This just looked like a rundown and pickoffs, you know?
Yeah. Well, particularly once that gyrocopter just gets taken out at the start of the fight. It's a pretty big problem.
Yeah, you're not really expecting a whole lot.
I'm interested in this Nightfall build that we're seeing now, though. After going in for the Radiance, BKB, he's got the Sanjin Yasha. He has now bought an Echo Saber and is queuing up and going into a Harpoon. So it's starting to look to be that transition into the right-click build that we've seen, AC afterwards. It's some interesting stuff going on, and it looks like at this point back in the game as we get into it that Boom are putting themselves in position to take this Tormentor, although likewise Aurora head on down.
It's such a hard fight, right, with the flares and the vision issue. So who can they get first? Big Arrow? Nobody.
This is not a good target to go on at the beginning. Armel already has his own Admiral's Rum going out, can drop the boat now if they want to. Big wall, big vacuum afterwards too. They get turned to stone right before Doom comes out. Armel's still living. They take down Mira, now turn to Kiyotaka. Tims tries to get away, but he's in trouble. Arrow goes out, does manage to connect, but not doing all quite enough. Jabs tries to heal back up. It is not going to happen. And as the rest of the team converge, it is going to be 2-for-1 exchange. And Boom have to give up on this one.
Yeah, they managed to get Jackie out, which is good news for them, so they can at least try and get him closer to these top 2 heroes inside of Aurora, but nice take over there. And they will get the Tormentor, and that's going to go right to Kiyotaka. So much needed on this Storm Spirit. They all love to get this shard. Unfortunately, Tim's not having the shard got him killed on that one. Just needed one more leap, and maybe he could have reset a little bit there in that engagement, but got caught up at the trees on that last leap and went down.
Man, I really feel like Panto has been, in some ways, my MVP this game. He's done so much to make sure that, like, these fights
look
go
at
their
this.
direction. Yeah.
He just planted this ward down here, too. Oh, you know, what a great ward. Not going to
They take out both of them. They take out 2 wards with 1 sentry. Well, we had to caster curse them. So, you know.
Just the 400 gold plus an XP sentry. More greed. Oh,
Yeah.
Miracle, I'm gonna have a, as the kids say, I'm gonna crash out at 35 minutes though. I'm just gonna warn you. Because I've been watching a lot of games lately. I can't see another Ogre Seal totem. And I can't see 9 of them in the same game because that's what it's gonna be. So I'm just warning you about my eventual crash out.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Kiyotaka still staying strong right on top of this gyrocopter. Got his BKB delivered. TP out. Whoo, buddy. That grip was getting close. But not quite there in time. For what it's worth, I think some of the greedy people are going to just keep that greedy around for a while. So they might not transition for a while.
Oh, they'll be Ogre stealing. They can't help themselves. They all want the Ogre.
Well, first Roche, and it looks like Aurora are going to take this one out. And they'll get it before the transition heads down to the bottom side of the map. So a big moment in the game with a 13,000 gold lead now. It's been Aurora consistently winning the fights and still not pushing objectives that much, but maybe they're finally ready for it now. Panto gets found on the other side of the map, and they're just going to run down that pesky little Bane.
He's really living that Bane plus IO plus 1 life. You know, that's what he's trying to do here with his Clockwork and his Storm Spirit. This idea of global Fiend's Grip Nightmare setup for heroes that can join him. It's not quite there yet. All right, so, I mean, they've been holding on the side of Boom. They still have all their tier 2s, but they're definitely starting to fall a little bit behind in terms of the net worth. We've seen the issues Jabs can cause, and he's close to creating another big problem here. He has a Scythe. This is massive, because what does Kiyotaka have? He has a BKB, he has an Aegis, but he doesn't have a Linken's. And so, with the way Kiyotaka plays, BKB is not safe against Scythe.
Yeah, I think the other thing that we could watch out for, though, is going to be just those nightmare plays around him. And that should be able to keep him alive, but there's only one person that you can save with that. You know, it's not that long of a, or it's not that short of a cooldown. So, you know, if he overextends, maybe you can kill the other person if, you know, there's no nightmare save, but we'll have to watch for it. Kiyotaka runs in, Zip finds him. He throws out a missile. Now the Clockwork jumps in, finds the hook. Vacuum back onto 2. Jab still fine. Sleep is there for the moment, and then they get him caught. No, they didn't quite get the X mark off. So they can't chase down that Bane. It's still Mirana in trouble up here to the top side. Pops everything, a magic stick and a big Lotus, but can't stay alive. The fight's still happening. Another Nightmare used. Big boat connection. Both supports going down. Not dead yet. Mira actually gets away because of the Crimson Guard.
Panto buys back. Running.
Very well done. Very well done. Kiyotaka jumps in, and now the turn, trying to hit, trying to do what damage they can. He is doomed on the gyrocopter, trying to get away. Genuel still alive. Kiyotaka dropping lower and lower. Now the hook shot in, finds Armel, pulls him in with the cogs, but then they manage to get the bring down. Armel eventually dies. Kiyotaka low, but again has that Aegis, and then the grip. Can't make use of the Scythe anymore. They find and kill Jabs. 5 for 1. Don't even lose the Aegis.
That's really the painful part. That at least if you get the Aegis, you can think like, well, it'll be hard for them to siege, you know, and there's 2 minutes without it. But now, like, they can just get fully put right back to full resources, especially when he's just going to TP home. He's going to pop an Arcane Rune, and they have a great look at going high ground now. So they pull him down. He leaps out.
Oh, he got a little bit mixed up there with the vacuum. but they don't have enough to kill him. So they are just going to claim a tier 2. No chance for the tier 3 yet. Although they are starting to reset again. 30 seconds without Medusa. Maybe they can do it.
It's a little risky, but should be all right. Looks like we did have the buyout anyway there from the gyro. So, I mean, obviously he's not going to buy back for like 10 seconds anyway. But they'll just take a few hits. They'll make their way back out. Doom is back up in 34 seconds. We got hook shot. We got grip in 40. So there's certainly merit to just chilling out for a second here on Aurora. Kitaka agrees.
I really feel like you need to get an AC on this Kunkka or somebody, because like the ET Aura natural order being thrown back their direction has really been hurting them a lot. Oh, wait a minute though. Kitaka goes down. That's Aegis out. He has level 4 vacuum ready to go at a moment's notice. Still, Toronto Tokyo finds it on 2-3. Slept, pulling the Medusa down to the low ground. Still not a hero you really want to go on. Have a lot to help him out there. Arrow connects. Not gonna. They do drop the Doom now onto the gyrocopter. He can run away if he needs to. They get vacuum pulled back in, and now Doom's on top of him. Kiyotaka goes in with the BKB. Is it enough damage to kill the gyrocopter? Doom wears off, did not manage to bring him down. And now, Aurora is going to have to back away. Atos finds one. Gorgon's Grasp gets the Tumbler's Toy jump out.
I'm so sick of this Tumbler's Toy. Like, people are just, this is every game, dude. They keep Tumbler's Toy until 35 minutes, and they get Ogre Steel Totem. And I just can't. We got to get rid of these two. I'm sorry, they have to go. We can't. They must be gone. They are too good.
It is very funny how strong they are.
Mobility is always king. Dude, not the Ogre Seal. Come on. You can't like that one. I liked it at first when we first started playing with it, but it's been years. We got to get rid of it.
It feels so nice, though.
Yeah, but not when 8 people do it.
That's fair.
In one team fight. They're just flopping all over the place.
It should make that noise.
That's what I hear every time.
All right, Wave slightly pushed out. Boom trying to find a smoke kill. Aurora, are they going to match that energy? Try and battle into them themselves. They're scanning on this creep wave. They know exactly where they're at. Scan turns red. No chance.
There's Moonlight in 10 seconds. How much detection do they have? They have a Gem on Darks here. Dust on the supports. Oh, they're so ready. How dare they be so ready?
They're smoking. It's time. They show Armel for a moment. TP back a couple. Don't stick around that much longer. You are going to be dead meat. And indeed, Januel will be the last one to TP out. And just like that, Boom dodge a dangerous situation for themselves.
All right, now the logical thing to do here for Aurora is probably just control runes, get Roche, and then go high ground. Like, get the Aghanims on the Storm Spirit. That's the plan. Maybe try and pick up some freebies along the way, which is what they're doing right now.
Armel gets gripped. Armel in some trouble. They already have lost the Marana. Dove has his Admiral's Rum, but it won't matter. Now, Jabs chased down by Toronto Tokyo, able to dodge the wall for a moment. And then afterwards, pulled by the Storm. Yule Scepter lift up. Jackies makes his move over. Can maybe help out a little bit here. Still hanging on to that Hex. Able to pop the BKB on the Storm. Jabs push back again. Trying to get in range to help out here, if at all possible. But they will Glimmer Cape and walk away. But they manage to get out with the Medusa for the moment. And now, Jackie down to half HP at the start of the fight. Oh, geez. It's so much damage so quickly.
It is, and it's a severe lack of damage as well in the Radiant, too. Like, they're not getting a whole lot of value out of Natural Order this game. I mean, the best aspect would probably be the Magic Amp as opposed to just, like, the armor reduction. Because we're not dealing with, like, massive base armor heroes or anything here, right? Plenty of plus armor to go around on all of these heroes. The Shiva's Guard. And a gyrocopter that's just unfortunately not quite big enough.
I feel like that innate ability with Doom is just really so painful at this stage of the game. Because like
It's
he's already
hilarious that it
doing
was-
so much.
Yeah, the fact that it was working on all abilities is comical before.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't 25%, I don't think, but still. Yeah, with those right clicks, with that harpoon, like that's why it is a really cool build to go for sure. When you're stomping like this, and why you want this like Midas, sell the Midas, use the Midas, sell the Midas, just to amp your XP as much as you can.
Yeah.
All right, that's a big talent
30,000.
though. That's, man, he just got level 20.
Yeah.
I did not realize he was so low leveled. That's crazy. I mean, that's a massive talent though, especially for defending the base, because that's the talent on Gyrocopter, the +3 flak cannon attacks, that actually gives you the chance to win these fights. You get your big crit item or your desperation rapier, whichever one it is, and then you get lucky. You roll well. You get your Ogre Seal Totem. There it is. He's got the -12% base attack time. Whoa. He's ready to go.
I mean, I am still very concerned about how much damage they're going to have, because you've still got AC and Crimson Guard on Darkseer with 2400 HP. So he's blocking a lot of that damage there. So when Crimson is going, I feel like you need to like kill this Darkseer, but it's really hard to do that.
Yeah, I mean, he is one of your better scythe targets, though, in theory, if you can get him. Because like, if he doesn't pop his barriers, he's all right. He's killable.
Right.
But then we get your nightmare saves, your hook shot saves.
Very difficult to do much against that. And everybody's pretty broke at this stage of the game. Actually, just goes for a straight up BKB. Okay. Okay.
Please turn off the stream, Toronto Tokyo. Thank you. Come on now. Competitive integrity.
32,000 gold lead.
It's a big lead.
Aurora, though, they just are saying, you know what, we're comfy. We're fine and dandy right where we are. Speaking of which, the Bane just hanging on to that greedy Tumblr's toy. Doesn't need another item.
That is just too good.
Overload attack bounces now with the shard. Now found dead almost instantly. Well, painful. And then Kiyotaka just starts zipping in and messing around with them.
I mean, honestly,
he didn't have a Bane behind him or anything.
That's a pretty GG moment of that. I mean, at least it's a you can't fight for a minute. We can kind of just do whatever we want. Like, there is 0% chance they kill you guys without Gyrocopter. Like, you can do these little moves that he's doing. I do not think he can die. With a Nightmare save, I don't think it's possible.
Uses the Nightmare, pulls back into 3. Doom, take your target. Who do you want? Find one, find another. It's all over at this stage as they eliminate 2 heroes. A buyback does come out from the ET. Now, Panto is low. Jabs is dead. I'm pretty sure here. As they chase down, Kiyotaka finds a triple kill. Another buyback being used. Toronto Tokyo on a killing spree. Now buys a refresher on the Storm. Gonna deliver this one in a little bit. Oh, doesn't even need the Nightmare dodge. Just gonna zip dodge the X pullback. And there's another dodge. Comes out from the Bane. You do manage to find a sleep, but to no avail. It's just, there's not enough in the world to deal with this. There's the jump in, finds some pulls. Jabs in more trouble. Kiyotaka BKB gets the surge, walk away. My God.
It is kind of funny they only lost 1 Rax, though. It's like it wasn't even the melee. All right, cool. So we just need to get a rapier on Jackie, and that's it.
You need Aurora to buy a rapier.
That's what I'm thinking. I think Nightfall needs to help him out. I was gonna say the same thing. A little bit of an assistance play here.
I mean, Bane is like almost the same level as Gyrocopter at this stage of the game. 46,000 gold lead, and at Nightfall hitting onto these racks. A sleep will be used. And what is the play now for Boom? They see everything on Aurora. Can't really smoke. Can't really stop much. You do get a big ET Spirit, which is nice because they're all nearby. Fortunately, the stomp will not be there to connect. So they take a second set of racks while Tim's is running out to try and secure a wisdom rune. Well, wait a minute though. Hex now onto Darkseer. Okay, Janual dead. No more ET. And now they find the Nightmare on 2 jabs. A little bit of a mix up there. Still putting Kiyotaka to sleep. Now Nightfall jumps on top of the Medusa. She's getting bounced around in those cogs. The Doom is out. The vacuum coming from the Storm Spirit this time. All 5 are dead, and Aurora take the game in extremely dominant fashion.
All right, a little bit of a good news, bad news situation there for Boom, you know? Overall, I feel pretty good about this. Immediate Sunstrike. Got him. Great work there, Kiyotaka. This is actually Kiyotaka's first Invoker game in 2 months. He has been dodging this hero. I'm sure a lot of that has been bans, I'll be honest, because people do like to ban it versus Kiyotaka. They know he's got a pretty solid Invoker. And it is his most played hero professionally in his matches, so not a big shocker as he's trying to scout out some of these Watchers with the Sunstrikes. But we'll see how he's feeling on the Agent of Galarod.
Agent of Galarod, what a name. Yeah, that is interesting to have the double Sunstrike basically to just try and keep an eye on where people are. And then they smoke up top, it looks like now, after the fact with 3. That's interesting. So there must be something about like the way that like basically where he sees people that tells him something about where they want to go to. Because now they're all smoking up here. And it looks like Radiant Smoke is going to wear off before Dyer's.
Well,
so they're anticipating this move.
Like checking the Watchers is really good, right? To see like, have they been here, you know? Oh, this positioning Kiyotaka, he's going to miss out on that.
Yeah, they maybe get another one here though. Yeah, Panto and Mira move in and they will be able to secure 2 apiece. And now trying to stop Jackboys from getting to the lane. Or maybe they're going to cut the wave? No, they're just going to try and block it. Okay, and they can't stop that from happening really. And they're actually going to stop him from getting back to the lane easily. He's going to have to TP.
Yes, indeed. Okay, so now we got the risk. With those Sunstrikes, I mean, that's a third of his HP. If he hits Jackie with a Sunstrike, that's kind of scary. So there's definitely walk of shame potential. But he got yes. Dude, speaking of last hitting, oh my god, these Invoker last hits, man. So funny to watch. Some games, it is abysmal. Like, I mean,
yeah,
it can be very difficult.
But he's already level 2.
And it is a Storm, so it shouldn't be too bad. But some of these matchups early, you've seen the complaints, I'm sure, from the Invoker players where they're like, it's impossible to last it for the first 3 waves.
Yeah. Should be interesting also to watch the later stage how Deluge ends up working. You know, some status resistance reduction with a Shaman in the game feels pretty annoying to play against hexes in particular. But I want to see what this Panto lineup kind of looks like, how he plays this Naga Siren. Does look like they almost are going to lose a courier there. Tim's chasing it down and indeed will manage to kill it off. Also going to try and open this one up right here and get access to that pull camp.
Yeah, Tim's gets some harass for it, but it should be opened up as he said, unless he goes back for the body block. Yeah, I mean, a lot of song plays, I guess, is the big thing, right? They'll be angling for is they go for the net. There's no Sunstrike though. Here it comes, but not needed.
Nightfall
Easy.
makes his move. That can't feel good for Boom.
That was just a solid. It was like a Darkseer dying level 1, you know? Same idea. Like he doesn't have the reactive yet. He's in the creep waves and just dies for it. And now 2 more fall up top.
That's right. A quick bring down. Jackie also moving in and trying to keep the punish onto Toronto Tokyo. And you can see, you know, having the stick charges ready to go is definitely really nice. But at the same time, eventually the damage will start to add up. And now finally has the full magic wand, so you can get up to 20 sticks on it. Be something to watch for. But yeah, Boom, in spite of the death on jabs, looking pretty good across the lanes. Nothing really that problematic for them. And indeed, in mid, it's, you know, like you said, going to be feeling a lot better for Armel.
Tokyo getting zoned into the Lotus here. Mira's coming in with the shackle. Is Jackie dead?
Oh, he's low. Sunstrike out, and he connects for the finish. Januel going to get chased down. Not an easy way out of here. And at the very least, the Terrorblade did manage to have his TP back up in time. Although Toronto Tokyo is really slow right now. Turns, almost takes him out. Will fall after the silencer goes down. So doesn't lose out on any int there.
If he buys back, that's fine, I think. Sorry, that's buys back. I mean, if he buys out, rather, and then comes back, he's all good. But, man, there was really no play for Jackie at that point, huh? Like, once the Xiao Sham's getting close, what counterplay do they have to Shackle Sunstrike? Like,
yeah,
if he gets Shackled, he's getting Sunstriked, right? Like, Silencer can't do anything. He can just watch it happen.
Yeah, but that is a problem.
Because I saw him walk towards him. I was like, you can just sign it now, man. He's dead. Like, there's nothing he can do.
Yeah. I mean, I guess the only difference is, like, potentially if it's on cooldown. That's it, right?
Yeah, it's that, or you hope that you can curse him first, right? Last word him first. That's your best hope.
Well, down bottom, you can see Jabs still battling out against Nightfall, who will be able to get back up to a comfortable situation very quickly. You can see how low he's getting. There's a moment where Tim's could maybe find him with that Tame the Beast. It could be good, but, well, now they turn. Sunstrike damage. It's not enough to take down Tim's, but now they turn onto Jabs. Now Nightfall sets his sights back on the Ringmaster. Waveform forward. Not quite enough for the finish. And indeed, he's going to have to strength form to get away. Panto, not really that much more help here. They're wrapping around on Armel in mid, though.
Perhaps another early Storm attack here, like what happened to Kiyotaka. Not expecting another bots first, not gonna lie. I don't think Armel's going that way.
No, probably not. Panto, Root backs away. 4 HP. Tim's can still see him. Oh God, does he hit this dagger?
Oh, this would be crazy. He's like
he's looking for it.
He would take the bounty rune.
Oh. Yeah, Panto getting that ward down to save his life is a wise decision. And actually, they see him place that ward too. In the meantime, Nightfall dies to Jabs.
What?
Wait, Mira? TP's in now to get whatever CS was missing. Interesting.
Januel came down. I see. While we were watching that whole engagement, Silencer rotated down, helped get the kill. Understood. All right, we're just going to rock a 3v3 down bottom, it looks like.
And Mira. Oh, that's a big one. That's a nice hit right there. Mira, mega dead. God, you get into those trees against 2 points in Whirling Death, and you are hurting.
We're having a bad time on that one. All right, things looking better for Boom overall. Aurora do have the big leader right now, though, and that is Toronto Tokyo. As his Vanguard, almost has a Soul Ring, but is being walked down now.
Yeah, they heard you and realized, okay, we need to get something done here against this Bristle. And with that TP from Armel, they make it happen. This is at the 7-minute mark, but I think that they are going to secure this rune with Mira, so shouldn't be an issue getting that Wisdom Shrine there.
Yeah, looks like 1-on-1. Each squad there. Well, the current life of the Invoker, if you guys haven't been seeing it much lately, it's a lot like the old Invoker, the way back when Invoker. A lot of Midas, a lot of bots, a whole lot of nothing, except Sunstrikes for like 20 minutes. That's
fair.
That's definitely the Invoker experience at the moment, at least in the games I've been watching. So you got to set up for the Sunstrikes. That is the big deal. Hopefully some meatballs. Like if you get some tier 1s, you can set up for some good meteor plays too. He just like rolls it through if you have good setup for a team fight like they do with the Naga Siren song. So could be partially why. Just to get a little bit of extra damage. I don't know the earlier parts of this game. But he's counting on the team to do a lot here. As Mira and Januel just on the other side of a tree right now.
Yeah, this was actually scouted by that ward that was up there on the top side. So they know that the shaman is there. That's why Armel's playing for bottom. Mira is going to make the move all the way through here. Instead, drops the Hex onto the other side. Oh, but the save from Tims is going to be right there. Armel, Shackle, zip away. Armel barely living, does still have the Fairy Fire, and that keeps him fine and dandy. And guess what? There's a rune up top. Can he get there in time, though?
Imagine.
Armel, he wants it. He's not going to get it. And now he gets shackled again. The Sunstrike. The shared damage is not enough. Panto is the one that gets the kill. You got greedy going for the rune. Gets caught with the hand in the cookie jar. Tims will survive as there was only 1 point up in Wex for that tornado, but still a big moment there as Aurora get the kill.
Mira's in the backline trying to snipe Tims, but can't get him. Oh, Sunstrike, Sunstrike!
Oh! Kiyotaka, you're too good. Oh my God, what a play.
Oh, that was nasty. All right.
Jeez. And that's his Midas.
You just hit a couple of those Sunstrikes, and the next time you ask for Invoker, no matter how this game goes, you get it. Just because you hit a Sunstrike like that, you're like, okay, yeah, I got a good Invoker player. I guess I should probably give it to him.
Jeez. That was very well done. I mean, all right, 9 minutes in, you know, less than 1,000 gold separating these two, but it's the much greedier draft, and this is where it's boom, you gotta get something done. Mira is going to drop here. Armel gets the kill, and trying to rebuild those galvanized after, you know, losing some early there with that kill in the mid lane.
Yeah, and they brought a lot of heroes down bottom, but Nightfall's up top of Toronto Tokyo. They're beating down this tower. So yeah, you meta'd, you TB'd, you got it. But we're going to trade it for your top one. And this is going to leave Jackie just farming through the Ancients down bottom. I'm sure they'll likely just do the same, farm for the neutrals up top. And we're just going to trade you.
Well, Kiyotaka manages to bring him down, and now Mira TP's in. And that forces Storm to run away. So, like, you can stand strong with this Invoker, and as soon as there's, like, a little bit of help, you have to back away on the Storm Spirit. It's crazy.
Guy, yeah.
Are they going to try and push mid now?
They've definitely recovered the gold a bit here on some of these other heroes, too. Like, Toronto is still on top, but Kiyotaka's second. Nightfall was just jostling. Like, he's just within like 10 gold of Jackie too. So, and this is with him running around with his Vlad. So this Morphing's going to get nice and big, get the MC needs. And of course, one of the main problems is you're playing against a silencer. So everyone's going to need these multiple dispels that you're going to want to, because like, that's going to be the interesting thing about Kiyotaka's build. I'm curious to see what he does. I think he's just going to have to deal with it though, because right now he's got Atos queued up. He's not thinking about any sort of like a double dispel at this point.
Yeah, I mean, odds are that he should be like pretty far in the back of the fights anyways. But it does feel a little bit bad if they can hunt on you, and particularly because you've got the Storm Spirit, right? Like, that's kind of what the Storm Silencer combo feels so good about it.
Yeah.
Is the ability to find those backline targets. Tims in pretty far. Panto is going to be there. Gets inside the box. Unfortunately, will not be able to get away after the fact. Sunstrike and the finish. Panto 2-0-2 on this Naga Siren.
Yeah, 2.75 just level 1 on the net. You got 3 points in the shackle. They have a lot of lockdown if you're found isolated.
12-minute mark. Armel hoping to get lucky on a rune, and does. Regen. That's a big one.
Yeah, they need a smoke up play with this one. And ideally bringing the Timbersaw. Like, I would like to see Timbersaw maybe playing a bit deep and finding some rotations towards him would be great. I feel like they need to utilize this big damage that Jab says. Like, he's got 3 points Timber Chain, 4 points Whirling Death. Like, I want to be fighting right now from Jabs.
Right. Well, and you've got global. Like, everything is kind of together there to make it work. do Aurora get caught by this? Because they know all of these things are a potential. The Armel movement in and take out that ward. There should be pretty clear understanding that this smoke move wants to happen. Mira TP's out as soon as they get something, but Tim's is going to be there to break it. Now, heading up to high ground, Panto does have Song if things get dicey. Dodge for the moment, now catching, trying to find him. The silence is there. Does have TP out if he wants to use it. Jabs, not quite going to be in range. So they do force the Song TP out and regen basically wasted.
Yeah, so I suppose it was. I mean, at least they turned that kill onto top into the tower immediately after.
Right.
So they'll knock that down with the help of them going in and clearing that out. It's also close to 14 minutes here. Do they want to make a play for the Wisdom Shrine, or is that too greedy? I mean, sticking around and farming their Ancients at least would be nice, but they're going to decide to do neither. They're just going to move out of there, likely because fighting in that triangle versus an Invoker at this point in the game is one of those opportunities where he actually gets to use the Meteor, and it is his only other way to actually contribute. And it does do a crazy amount of damage. It's not something you can really rely on in a lot of situations, but if you fight in these enclosed spaces, you might find that you're all just getting rolled by the ball kind of unexpectedly.
Right. Well, and at the same time that they took that top tower, though, it was also Aurora able to move in and take the bottom one with Nightfall. The thing, if you're not going to contest those 14-minute runes or shrines, is going to be watching for potentially a 15-minute Tormentor play. Armel now gets another rune, another kill rune here with the DD. Amp damage ready to go. What are they going to do with this one? Maybe a chance at the Bristle? It's hard to find and kill Toronto Tokyo now. And I mean, he's got Vanguard, 20 stick, and the Healing Lotus. That's not a kill that's going to be easy to make happen.
No, not where you want to go. But yeah, that Tormentor might be our first opportunity for some real team fight. Would love to get some vision down. Radiant have good vision on the Twin Gate, so they're going to know if Boom come to set up on the... Yeah, they're going to watch this. So they're going to get the sentry down, spot the wards. So they're already prepped here. No.
They're
TPing the gate, tier 2.
Yeah. Interesting. So Jabs takes the shrine. Toronto Tokyo is not with the rest of his squad, but they are already dropping wards and moving in to get this Tormentor. They're going to get it before Boom can get here. Wow. They're just a little bit too slow on the side of Boom.
Yeah, I mean, it's that warding too. Like, it's really what it comes down to. It's like you have the wards on the Twin Gate, you're prepped for it, you know they can't come through, and there's just no real good opportunity, despite not having Song, because that's kind of what was supposed to guarantee you the Tormentor anyway, but they had to use it previously, and Boom were just a little bit too sluggish, unfortunately, and won't get their fight into a no-Song Naga Siren, and that's going to be up here soon.
I think that this is just, to me, showing Aurora have such a clear understanding of what they need to do in this game, and it feels like they're just a step ahead of Boom. Because, you know, you get a regen rune on Storm at 12 minutes. You get a DD at 14 minutes on Storm, and they can't get anything done with it. Now Jabs gets so much damage laid into him through the Escape Act. That's pretty insane. Yeah, but now they're going to instead try and go. No. They're going to get the mid tower at least. But you got to get something with these runes. Now the jump onto Panto. Jabs is there. They find the kill. A global used for that feels a little bad.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened there. Maybe he thought he was getting jumped at the same time. I don't know. Now he feels like he needs to overcompensate. He's moving up here with Armel with a shield rune. Oh, what a hex. Oh, Mira.
I don't think that they can kill him through the
lash lyrical.
No.
The lash.
Oh my god, they did with the Sunstrike. And Januel didn't have anything to stop it. That's where you want that global, man. Oh, that hurts. Boom. God.
The lash. The Ripper's lash for 46 damage. That's what did it. I mean, a lot of it was absorbed by the shield rune, but...
well, and I forgot about the morph too. He morphs into Storm and then is able to pull him in. Like, so it's that extra little bit of control that he has. Wheel of Wonder down. Sunstrike connects onto Januel. A creep beating him down on the other side of it. Toronto Tokyo does go down to Jabs, and now Panto found. Boom. Couple signs of life here after a frustrating 2 to 3 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, Jabs has been farming like crazy. He's been all over. Like, he is almost neck and neck with Jackie here, who's also been farming this whole time. He has an Aghanims done. What tools do we have versus Aghanims? I mean, nothing, right?
Nothing,
Like
really.
we got Invoker. That's what we got.
Well, in the meantime, Boom are going to say, if you're not going to fight us straight up, if you're going to keep dodging, we're just going to go take an important objective, and that indeed is what they're going to do, taking down Roche as Bristleback is dead. Big moment.
I want to see level 1 tornado here. What is it, 1500 distance? I mean, that's actually still pretty reliable.
For the Dispel? Yeah.
Yeah, for the Dispel from the Invoker. So maybe Kiyotaka can just deal with it and control it that way. But hopefully not for Jabs, because this is his first massive investment in the game. And they really, again, need to get stuff done here with this Aegis. It's just like the runes. It's like, all right, this is where we should be leading. This is where we should be winning.
Panto steps forward. He's found. And no song means no life. And another global use, this time up top. As they went for a ward trap onto Jackie, he gets out. And now Mira runs into Jabs, just securing the retreat for the Morphlane. All right, don't look now, but Boom, making things happen here.
Yeah, staying active and aggressive here with this Aegis, playing on the Radiant side here. But Toronto, he's not scared. You know, I got 3 points in Bristleback. Can't kill me.
Wheel of Wonder. They got him, taunted. Jabs moves in, damage out. Is it going to be enough? Blade Mail is there. They miss on the chains, and it's not quite enough to get the kill. Armel found, almost dies. Oh, but is able to live. Okay, he had that Aegis, so they're taking the Storm Spirit out of the fight, not allowing him to rejoin again quickly. Jabs is there. They want that kill on a Toronto Tokyo so badly. Jabs backs away. Armel ready to run in again if they want to. Pulls him in. Down on time. Jackie now controlled. Meteor not going to land. The respawn is coming out. And now Storm Spirit jump into the high ground. The Blade Mail, a second salvo for Toronto Tokyo. Turn their sights on Mira. They're dodging the damage so effectively onto the side of Aurora, balancing it between themselves equally. Jackie now in trouble, dodges the Sunstrike, but dies to the Bristle. All of this started with Toronto Tokyo, and it could have ended with one Timber Chain, but it was missed by Jabs. Unreal.
That's all he needed, just one Timber Chain. A butterfly flaps its wings, a Timber Chain is missed, and the effect can be felt across the planet. Look how much gold he got. He walked in there with 1,500 gold instead of just getting ganked in the mid lane for his death.
Dude, brutal. I mean, and that was with double strongman tonics used to. Let's take a look at this again and how close it was to just Toronto Tokyo being dead at the start of this fight. Oh, just a little off the mark. That was a lot off the mark. There was not
like
a tree.
It kind of looks like a tree. All right.
That was not a tree.
Listen, deforestation is a real problem in our world, okay?
Oh, painful,
all right, next
man.
Cataclysm here, back in the main game. Help set up a kill there onto the Ringmaster. But then this song out.
This was like, look at the net worth at this point in the game and how good stuff was starting to look for Boom. And then when you get back into the real world, you see that now it's a 4K gold lead for Aurora. And they're the lineup that I feel like scales so well. I mean, you're also going to see some good scaling on Boom, but I don't know. This was tough. Rough moment.
Man, he was 1 second away from Sunder, too.
Yeah.
Not that it would have mattered, let's be real. But still, you know, maybe there was something there. But yeah, there's an Aghanim Scepter now on Kiyotaka. He just bought Boots of Travel. So they're going to be using this song. If it happens, it'll be song into Cataclysm. They've already had one chance to use it, but of course, that's where the Global Silence might come in for the save. If he can time it well, we'll see.
As long as he's not caught in the song, yeah, it's a good point.
Well, let's hope not. A Silencer, you probably shouldn't be getting caught in the song.
I mean, to be fair, the other thing that's a little bit tough as they're going to smoke up, they'll find Mira, quick jump onto the Shaman, and that Timber Chain he connected on, able to get it easy peasy. Brings down the Shaman. It's not an easy spell combo to hit either. You know what I mean? like a
Yeah,
Cataclysm,
true.
but that Sunstrike, whoo, Tim's gets out of trouble. Good force
Yeah,
staff.
it's definitely not free. It's like you got to do
Yeah.
decent timing on it. And if there's any mobility, they can get out of there, but well, they got one already, so.
Remember when you could like toggle your boots on Naga Siren and combo the
Oh my god, that
Meteor
was
Hammer?
awesome.
I
Yeah,
love that.
That was sick. That was such a cool. Man, why can't we have cool stuff? All right, I mean, it was kind of dumb,
yeah,
but it was cool. I liked it. Shift Q toggle boots for perfect ending of song for Meteor Hammer. What a time to be alive.
Smoke up from Aurora. They do have global at the ready. Silencer
And, you know,
very far
my-
in the back.
My boy Januel, he's got buyback just in case. All right, you 5
Yeah.
silencer players, you don't have buyback, makes me sad. They're running right over a ward sentry combo right now, though. So
They jump.
they feel good about this fight.
On to Jabs, now finding the Ringmaster. Tim's gets gone on. Tame the Beast, trying to back away, waiting on the timing of that global to reinitiate if they want to. Global down now. Finds onto Mira. Jabs backing away a little bit, and it is Aurora retreating. Silence takes it off immediately. Jabs still hurting and gonna get dropped. Storm Spirit jumps late, but able to find and kill off Mira most likely.
Oh, come
No,
on.
Mira still lives.
The Essence Ring.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Boom. Can't catch a break.
Everything's going wrong. I mean, the tornado was perfect. They ganked, nice angle, and then they just they set it up so that the second he used the Aghanim Scepter on the Timber Saw, they waited it out, and they got the tornado up, dispelled it, and they just couldn't get the tools out. Jabs, I think he tried to Timber Chain to the low ground, but got stuck up there. It looked like just unfortunate stuff all around.
Aurora have definitely looked in command of this game, and now with a 7,000 gold lead in Toronto Tokyo banging on the tier 2 tower, starting to feel like they want to put the exclamation mark on a 2-0 victory. We'll see if they have what it takes to keep it going, or if Boom can pull something back their way. As just randomly throwing Sunstrike saying, hey, we know where you're at.
Intimidation tactics are certainly being effective right now. TV coming in from Jabs. He wants to start something.
They want to run in here. Okay, Zip. They can't save the Ringmaster, but they do hit onto Mira, and now starting to beat into Toronto Tokyo a little bit as well. Song of the Siren is out. Aghanim Scepter explodes, finishes. Are they going to take this battle? They have the Hex ready immediately. Connects now onto the Storm. No save for him at all. Force Staff keeps him alive for a moment. He gets the Zip out. Still taking so much damage. Jabs tries to secure the retreat for the rest of his team. And it looks like for now they will manage to survive. Still, tough stuff. They at least get the song out from Aurora. Long cooldown.
Yes, you're making it so the game is at least not over at this moment. That is for sure. You're giving yourselves another chance by getting your Storm out of there. Otherwise, you're going to be taking some pretty devastating losses there with another tier 2 likely going down. Roche, our earliest respawn could be in 22 seconds here. So that should be the goal here for Aurora. Just try and lock that down after the Tormentor. And the Shard will go to Kiyotaka. All right.
Oh. Dude. The Forge Spirits. You're going to see so many Forge Spirits come out when these Sunstrikes hit.
There's a song and a Cataclysm and just an army. All with the Shadow Shaman wards as well.
I do think it's like a little... I don't know if I would even say underrated, but I think it's better than most people would expect with like the pushing power after a fight that you get from all those Forge Spirits.
Oh, yeah.
It's kind of cool.
Oh, Mira under a ward.
Finds him. It's just, it has been so hard to kill this Shaman. Oh my God, Tim's almost dying to these Forge Spirits, and now Force Staff away from the Sunstrike. They knew it was coming.
Mira's coming back with Blink Hex. Oh, come on, Mira. Get him. Get him.
Thinking
He
about
wants
it.
it.
Boom, feel ready. They do still have global. Drops it now. Jump. Toronto Tokyo. There's just nothing. There's nothing there at all. And the Meteor is there instead. They find the Hex. He's in trouble. He's dead. Tims could not get in range for the escape act. Everybody dying. They are crying. Jabs now chased, and well, he can get away for a moment, but only a moment as the hits keep on coming. 4 dead. My God, Boom just have not had an answer to Aurora all day.
Yeah, Aurora just seemed so well organized is how I would describe their gameplay today. It feels like they had very clear plans in both of these games, and they're just not deviating from them at all. Like every movement they make, I can see the purpose. Even in game 1, when they just like weren't taking towers, it wasn't like making me upset. Like a lot of times it does, where you're watching a team, you're like, why aren't you taking this? It's like, I can see why. It made sense to me why they didn't want to take the towers, because there wasn't really that much to gain as opposed to how much there was to lose. And in this game, it's just, it's very clear when they make a move, they're going to get this objective, and they make it just look like the sensible and easy thing to do.
Yeah. It's nice stuff for sure. And I mean, I think that what's the, like, I don't even know if I would say it's necessarily like missed opportunities on the side of Boom, but it's more like when like opportunities or potential opportunities have been presented to them, they just haven't been able to get all the pieces together. I think about all those runes that you got and how few kills were able to get done with it. Like I think about those global silence initiations and whether it's a glimmer cape or you know, a hurricane pike or any of these like small disengage things. When the strong initiation happens from Boom, it hasn't all been there. It's tough, really tough.
It reminds me of the famous interaction between the GOAT, Mango, and PPMD, in which Mango complained saying, man, PPMD, whenever I play you, I just play so much worse. And he said, PPMD replied, do you ever think that maybe I make you play worse? Whoa. Wow. See, that's what's happening to Boom right now. That's powerful stuff. That's what's Boom's, you know, Boom's good team. But sometimes it's like, man, why are they so slow, that Tormentor? Or like, why can't they get this jump? You know, it's just, Aurora, they're a little bit ahead. They're anticipating these things, and they're making them play worse.
Well, there comes the jump. Nightfall. Tornado is out. Help cover for the Morph lane. He is not that concerned, because guess what? Homie still has the Aegis. And now a full Gleipnir. So the big meatballs, they're ready to drop. The big ones. But first you got to push out waves.
Well, of course, this is Aurora. I mean, we're not just gonna like go high ground here, okay? Definitely. What is there to gain? We needed a greedy Gale Guard to make sure that Panther could keep this gold lead.
God, I love greedy. It's so good.
Yeah, I mean, it's great because another Yuval would be
excellent.
Yeah. Oh, and eventually, like into a Wind Waker, you know.
True.
All the saves. A Sunstrike onto Tim's just for the fun of it. Does he have a second one? What's the cooldown? Get out of there, Tim.
Okay,
it's not
they're not that fast. All right, relax.
It's not safe. All right, Nightfall is just in the base now. Alacrity down to half HP, pulls him back in. How much damage can they do? Well, he's still got 2.5 minutes. He waveforms forward. Hurricane Pike's a little bit away, still standing, and now gonna step forward to hit some more. Zip from far, doesn't quite manage to connect on the Nightfall, and now Gleipnir, and now Force Step, now Sunstrike, the escape back use, but he dies to Kiyotaka anyways! Oh, that is gross.
Look at the Force Spirit.
Gross. It's way too much to deal with. And now they find the Hex onto Jaggy. They connect onto him. Does get ward trapped, but the Song of the Siren to disengage. Mira starts to be in trouble, but under the cover of the Glimmer Cape gets out of trouble. And now the Hex, an ultra kill for Kiyotaka. Make it stop. Oh, it's not stopping. Setting him up for the Rampage. Kiyotaka goes in, gets the Rampage to end it. Oh my God, he has looked so good. 14-0-7 at the end of the day. This guy's an Invoker player.
Actually unreal.